Go.
Hello and welcome to our Annuity Witty performance task for the second quarter of our general mathematics class. Today, for our topic, we are going to use the annuity used in car loans. First, what is a car loan? A car loan is a personal loan that allows the potential buyer to pay the vehicle off in monthly payments instead of having to pay the full price at once. This means that a lending servicer or bank will pay off the car in full, while in return, the borrower pays off the debt in monthly payments with an interest fee included as well. In a world where there is a somewhat a need for you to have an accessible type of transportation nowadays, most people can't afford to buy a brand new car outright. This means that the majority of us need to take out a car loan for at least a portion of the cost.
Are car loans advantages or disadvantages? So, car loans, like every lending product, can have a positive impact on your life if managed properly. But if mishandled, a car loan will end up being an expensive mistake that may cost you financial and emotional stress. Thus, it is important to take time to review the advantages and disadvantages of getting a regular car loan or bad credits car loans. So, these are the advantages in claiming a car loan to both the business owner and the soon to be car owner, including but not limited to: first is flexibility. For example, for the consumer, the flexibility of the arrangement that can be made to you. These annuities are often fitted for your current financial condition, so you would not have to worry about the car loan taking all your money from your paycheck. Second, financial ease. The ease brought upon your financial burden, thereby helping you to manage your expenses more cautiously. Since you are not paying the car's price as a whole, you can safely manage your money without worrying about it taking over your whole life savings. And last one, and establishing credit. The help that this will bring in establishing your credit if you wish to purchase homes in the future or claim a personal loan for your own endeavors. Purchases like this can help bring your credit score up so that you will be eligible for other loans with higher amounts.
If we have advantages for the consumer, we also have advantages for the business, namely profit. The amount of interest you can obtain from the investment of the person buying the car. This often generate large amounts of interest that are appealing to both the consumer and the business owner. Second is the economy. The help one will be able to contribute to the economy, thereby helping the country. These big purchases help ensure that people will be encouraged to use their money, and by doing so, would provide funds for the government in the form of taxes and such. Next is publicity. If satisfactory, there will be added publicity, enticing more consumers to invest or partake in your business. Therefore, more profit. However, no good comes without its downsides. Disadvantages of a car loan can include the following. First is costly. For the consumer, one of the main downsides of a car loan is you have to pay interest, down payment, and other hidden fees that will inevitably add more to the cost of the loan. Second is qualification. If there is sometimes a high qualification to be able to claim a car loan, this is to ensure that the bank can trust you into repaying that loan. Lastly is tank credit. One would have to be diligent in paying their monthly amortizations, or else this could tank your credit, jeopardizing your chances of getting a loan in the future. For the business, the disadvantages is mainly losses. If a consumer is unable to pay their monthly amortizations, this will be a loss of revenue to the business, which will be bad if you are for the profit.
Regardless, nothing comes without some risks involved. That's why there are services that offer car loans with additional benefits that can help consumers to have multiple options fitting to their needs and capabilities. Every bank offers some type of car loan with their own offers, but here are some offers we found from loan banks. You can access these terms using the link displayed on the screen right now. Or Or you can also do in-house financing instead, where you apply for a loan directly to the dealership and select a mode of payment. The qualification for a person to claim a car loan varies depending on the bank or dealership involved. However, most of them possess the following requirements. For salaried individuals, minimum age of 21 years old, maximum age at maturity 70 years old. Conditions apply. Income minimum net salary of Rs 2.4 lakh PA for all approved car models. Income eligibility as per the latest salary slip and Form 16. Employment, minimum 1 year of continuous employment. For self-employed individuals, minimum age of 18 years old, maximum age at maturity 75 years old, income annual business income of Rs 1.8 lakh PA for all selected car models and Rs 2.0 lakh PA for others. Income eligibility as per the latest ITR. Employment, minimum of 3 years in the same line of business. Some documents required for a car loan include the following: age proof, ID proof, application form, photograph, one by one ID picture, residence proof, income proof, and bank statement. Now we have demonstrated the way car loans work and how beneficiary they can be. We can't just make you believe in something, we just say so. As proof of how advantageous this can be, let us propose a scenario involving how it is computed using annuities.
Scenario: Crimson Caterers wants to purchase a Toyota Hiace cargo van. It was priced at around 1,121,000 pesos MSRP. They decided to get an auto loan from BDO Unibank Incorporated. As an option, 30% of the cost was paid as down payment and the remaining amount was paid in a loan monthly at 30.26% interest for 5 years. Now for the key car loan features in BDO is as follows. The vehicle type can be brand new or second-hand for personal or business use. The maximum car age must be up to 6 years old upon loan maturity. The minimum monthly household income must be at least 50,000 pesos. The loan amount must also be a minimum of 100,000 pesos but up to 80% of the car's selling price. Now for the down payment, interest rate, and repayment terms, it will be dependent if the car is brand new or second hand. For the down payment, the brand new can be up to 20 to 40% and the second hand would be 30 to 50%. For the interest rates rather, check the BDO Auto Loan Calculator for the updated rates because it varies per car. For brand new, it can be 17.33 to 30.26%, while the second hands 14.11 to 30.06%. As for the repayment terms, the brand new cars can be up to 36 to 60 months payment or to second hand 24 to 48 months payment. The approval time is relatively short where you can be approved within 24 hours. Now, when we used the BD Auto Loan Calculator, this was what it gave us. For the vehicle price, 1,121,000, the down payment can be either 20, 30, or 40%. We chose the 30% instead, which would give us a down payment amount of 336,300 pesos. The loan term would be 5 years, which is equivalent to 60 months. The loan amount would be 784,700 at interest rate 30.26% with the regular payment of 17,036 pesos. Now, how would this regular payment be calculated from that calculator? Well, this is our analysis. So we are given the vehicle price, 1,121,000, and the down payment is 336,300, which is 30% of the total amount of van purchase. So let the loanable amount be the present value A of this transaction. A is equal to vehicle price minus down payment, which is 1,121,000 minus 336,300, which, if input in a calculator, would give us that A is equal to 784,700 pesos. So we are also given the following values. amount that we just calculated, present value A, 784,700, interest rate I of M, 30.26%, term T for 5 years, and payments per year, or M, which is 12. Now for the formula. At first, when we tried to compute using the traditional formulas, we could not get the exact answer that would fit the information that was given by the loan calculator. After research, we have found why this is the case. In traditional annuities, we say that every deposit will each be compounded dependent on the interest rate, term, and other factors. In BDO, however, it isn't the case. It seems that they took the amount that is to be loaned and divided it in equal payments dependent on the term and the number of payments per year. After that, they took that value and multiplied it to the interest rate to get the interest that will be generated from that amount. Adding the two values together will get the monthly amortization that BDO displays in their loan calculator. To put it algebraically, we take our present value and divide it by the number of payments, defined as the payment frequency multiplied to the term, A divided by M multiplied to T. Then, according to the statement earlier, we take this value and multiply it to the interest rate to find the interest generated by the transaction, A divided by M multiplied to T multiplied to I of M. We then add these two values together to find the monthly amortization with interest. R is equal to A divided by M multiplied to T plus A divided by M multiplied to T multiplied to I of M. Then simplifying, we get the formula for the monthly amortization for BDO Auto Loan Calculator, which is R is equal to A divided by M multiplied to T multiplied to the quantity 1 plus I of M. We now have the formula that we will use to obtain the periodic payment R for this transaction. Given our values, A is equal to 784,700, I of M is equal to 30.26%, T is equal to 5, and M is equal to 12. So substituting that to our formula, R is equal to 784,700 divided by 12 multiplied to 5 multiplied to the quantity 1 plus 0.3026. And we get that the periodic payment is equal to 17,035.84. Let's take a look at that table that we got once again. As you can see, it's the exact same value that we got, albeit rounded, from the loan calculator, which means that we got the exact way on how it was calculated. Now for comparison, let's use the given formula for the periodic payment of a present value of a simple ordinary annuity. So A is equal to 784,700, I of M is equal to 30.26%, T is equal to 5, and M is equal to 12. When we use this formula, we get the following. R is equal to 784,700 multiplied to 0.3026 divided by 12, all over 1 minus 1 plus 0.3026 divided by 12 raised to negative 12 multiplied to 5. And we get that the periodic payment is 25,513.17. Now, comparing these two values together that we got, 17,036 and 25,513, we would see that this is a large difference of how the consumer would pay for the car. It is almost at least 8,000 pesos difference that they will pay, which accumulated will result in, from BDO, the consumer would have to pay 1,358,460, which instead of instead of using the regular present annuity, which is 1,867,090 pesos. That's a large difference of about 400 to 500,000 pesos, which would be very heavy for the pockets of the consumer, benefiting for the business, but not so much because for the consumer, because they would have to pay a lot more instead. So, in the end, is the transaction practical or not? And the answer is yes, it is practical. Why? Crimson Caterers, a local catering company, will benefit from the BDO Auto Loan transaction to purchase the Toyota Hiace cargo van, obtaining a transportation service for their business at a lower potential monthly payment till the term is completed is flexible and relieves their financial burden. Not only that, but they can use the extra funds to fund other equipment needed in their expansion. Managing and earning money for the payment takes time. They can use it as long as they pay for it. Instead of renting a service, it is dominant to have a service transportation on their own for the business. It also cuts the transportation costs in their business. Tax deductions are also a good plus, especially when purchasing a car for business use. The interest payable and running costs of the vehicle can be tax deductible. The expenses you can claim depend on the business used percentage.
And so, I would like to end this presentation with a quote. When you create a plan for your money, you're giving your money a purpose. To put it simply, by being smart and managing your money wisely, you will ensure that your money will be used efficiently in such a way that it doesn't compromise your lifestyle. This applies to car loans because this will not be only be a smart investment, but it will be one that would serve your family for generations. And with that, we end our presentation. If you do claim a car loan in the future, here are some tips we offer so that you will be able to fully utilize your loan.
First is get your house in order. Your credit history might have an impact on the interest rate and the amount you can borrow. So the first thing to do is to tidy up any finance related issues. For example, consider paying off any defaults or credit cards that affect your credit history. Also, make sure you have a good bank statement conduct. This means no regular overdrawing and excessive gambling debts.
Understand your affordability. It is important to understand how much you can afford realistically. An online car loan calculator can help you roughly crunch the numbers. Take into account your other outgoing expenses to work out a comfortable loan term with the repayment amount you can afford. The longer the term is, the lower the repayments will be.
And lastly, compare your options. You have several options when looking to finance a vehicle. You can search for lenders online, inquire at the banks, or go straight to your dealer. Take your time to do research and evaluate the quotes to find out which one suits you best. Try to avoid too many credit inquiries as they can have a negative impact on your credit score. If you don't want to sort through the options yourself, you con you can contact a finance broker who can compare and find the best options for you as they usually have a large panel of lenders under one roof. So with that, we thank you for watching this video. We hope you found everything well, sir. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact any of us here. One, two, three. Bye!
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 Ayun.
Ba
Mga
pagbabayad